So I kind of told myself I didn't have a problem because I was like, well, it was clearly the heroin. That was the problem.
I mean, that is the hardest drug.
Yeah, I guess.
What's harder than heroin?
I mean, I guess my husband and I would probably have like a drug off because he was more meth head. So, and I by standards of junkie pride standards, I was not an intravenous drug user. So I was like a pussy heroin addict. And so it's funny to me that even at rock bottom, like people compete to be the best. Isn't that
what
weird?
attracted you to a meth head at the time?
I mean,
you're like, oh, he's trying to be better.
No, he was, and I don't think he was recovering from meth at that time. He's a lot like me. Like it was like we both had drugs in the younger days, and then realized we kind of had to quit everything. So, like I'm Irish Catholic, and so alcoholism. I didn't know that was like a real thing. It was just the way everyone was.
Yeah.
You know, it wasn't like I moved to California. I was like, oh, you guys all drink like pussies out here on the West Coast.
They're like, you have a problem.
And they're like, you have a problem, yeah. But I did because I was in recovery so young, I was like never going back there again. And then I did everything in my power to avoid. I was like, I'm going to be a yoga instructor. I'm going to go do
which is the whitest way to give up.
Oh, yeah. I mean, if who among us hasn't
Anytime I meet a yoga instructor, I'm just like, okay.
Yeah.
What have you been through?
A lot.
Usually that's like a hardcore sign of some crazy trauma.
So true.
Yeah. So you guys both. So did you ever relapse?
No, I mean not in this sobriety. So,
that's awesome.
Yeah,
I feel like that's way more rare.
When was it? 11 years in October.
Congratulations.
It was. Yes, thank you.
That's awesome.
It's good. It's crazy that I haven't had like a hangover in that long or smoked weed or anything, because I think weed was my true love.
Yeah.
Of all of them, all of the drugs.
Wild.
Yeah.
Have you been with your husband ever since you met him in rehab?
We weren't in rehab. We were just in the rooms, like of recovery. Oh. So it wasn't like we were in recovery. I say that meaning like in 12-step programs.
I guess I don't know.
Rehab is like a place, and 12-step programs just occur at many places.
Oh, okay.
So we met in in a meeting, like a 12-step meeting.
Okay. And how long ago was that?
That was, the first time we got together, he was pretty new into recovery, and I don't even know if he's like 90 days. So that's a big no-no in 12-step.
I can imagine.
But it usually goes the other way where the man is the predator, but in this instance, it was me. And we kind of it was like fire right away. We just hit it off, and I was worried that it would end badly, as these things normally do when someone's new. I took a year of like no dating, almost a year, when I got sober. And so I wanted him to have that same time to like be with himself and be uncomfortable, and you can kind of make another person your higher power if you get together in early sobriety. So we were together like 5 months and then broke up, and then we got back together like 15 months later. I was like, let's get coffee. I wanted to start going back to the meeting that I had kind of abandoned so that he could have it. And we got coffee, and he like put himself through a montage in this time, by the way. Went back to school, started working out, grew a beard. I was like, it was truly like a transformation. I'm like, you did need that time. It was a transformation, and he was still the person I fell in love with. And then we were just back together, and that was in 2018. We just celebrated our 4-year anniversary and 5 years being back together. So, or maybe longer than that. So we ended up getting married, and then COVID hit. So right after we got back together, shortly thereafter, we were pretty much locked down together, and it was a good way to see if that was like, can we do this? And then he proposed in like the winter of 2019, and then we got married in November of 2020.
First date, baby.
Are you really drinking a glass of milk with dinner?
First date, I can't wait.
You told your mom about me?